Welcome back, everybody. Taco Tuesday for Magicians every week, 8:30 Eastern Time on a Tuesday night. And of course, the first thing we do each week is a free magic giveaway. It does pay to be here early. These are all the friends that joined our giveaways earlier in the day and before the show started. We're going to mix up these entries. And if you're just getting here, don't forget you can enter as well for more giveaways. Just type in the word win. But for now, let's go. Let's go. Good luck, everybody. And it looks like our first winner this week is Joe Berman. All right, a big old congratulations to Joe out there. He's a regular around here. We love Joe. And it's nice to see some of our regulars picking up a win from time to time as well. So let's go ahead and blow up the chat for Joe. Let's send the congrats to Joe in the chat. I want to see a whole bunch of W Joes in the chat to send the love out there to him.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
W Joe. Let's blow it up for him. And of course, Joe needs to drop us an email to claim his free magic download, which is our first giveaway each and every Tuesday night. Our team will pick out something good for you, Joe, and get it your way. Seeing the love pouring on in right now for Joe, from Jason Gray, Daniel Geddes, and Brian Cornwall. And I see some W's pouring in as well. There we go, Brian. And Timothy Ambrose, drop it in the W's as well. So yes, we love to see each other supporting each other with the wins, right? Because it could be you, and you would want to feel the love. You would want to feel it when you win, I'm sure. So much love to you guys for showing that support to Joe out there on a Taco Tuesday. So let's go ahead and reboot the wheel. As I mentioned earlier, if you are just getting here and you didn't make it in for the first giveaway, don't forget we do more giveaways throughout the show. And if you do want to win, that is all you need to do is tell us that. Just type in the word win and let us know in the comments, and we'll get you added up on our giveaways each week, just like our friend here, Mr. Lawrence Bandani. How we doing, Lawrence? My pal from Canada, joining us for a little bit on another Taco Tuesday. All right. So, friends, usually we'll jump on into some magic tricks or some news and a little bit of both. So tonight we're going to do a little bit of that with a little bit of a review with this first thing tonight that I'm talking about. This is something that is a magician that lives in Las Vegas. It performs in Las Vegas. I'm always looking for stuff that uses poker chips. And you guys know that because I really talked up Big Blind from Craig Petty. I also really like the Hopping Chips from N2G. And this is called Chip Switch from Wayne Fox. And I have this right here in my hands. And we are now going to do a hands-on, a little bit of a review for you as we take a look together at the trailer. And Nicholas Lawrence talking about how awesome this is and how it fooled him the first time that he saw it. So if you don't know what this is, we are going to get a little peek at it here with the trailer that you're about to see. So this was an original idea from Wayne Fox that now TCC has manufactured in an even better way than the original. So here's what happens. You take out 4 poker chips from your little leather pouch, little holder there. You then borrow a ring or a coin that's signed. That goes in the pouch. You then place the poker chips onto your hand or on a table if you want to. You cover it up. So you have this stack of 4 poker chips you cover up. You can tap with the Sharpie. They can even tap and feel them if you want them to. And then whenever you want, you can make those transpose with the ring or the signed coin. And now back inside the holder are the poker chips right there. So a nice full circle moment with the transposition. A few things I really like about this, I'm going to tell you. Number one, with the wallet itself is beautiful. TCC always does a really nice job with their leather goods, and this really is no exception. There is a little bit of secret stuff going on inside of the holder here that makes this work, but you get a really nice visual moment. And I like too that this stands up, and we'll talk more about that because I want you to know who can use this and where. But the idea is a transposition with these poker chips that you can use before this effect too if you wanted to do something else. And then at the end, you can do the transposition where you really focus in on that moment. So that's what you're getting with Chip Switch. So we are now going to tell you a little bit more about it now that you know what it is, right? So Chip Switch from Wayne Fox. You guys have known about some other really good Wayne Fox stuff. Why do I like this one? Well, as I just mentioned, the quality of the goods you're getting here are really, really nice. The leather pouch does hold the supplied chips. It also has a secret function, which allows you to do the full circle moment where they reappear back inside. It also doubles as a way for you to get the ring or the signed coin where you need it to be secretly in a very easy way. As I mentioned earlier, this pouch stands up, which is really nice. If you're doing like a parlor setting show and you really want to do something where you can highlight the moment, you can borrow the ring or the coin. And we'll talk more about the specifics of the ring size and the coin size in just a moment. You put it in the pouch after you take out the chips, close this up and set it on the table. So this is now setting on the table. You can grab the chips that you've been using and then you basically stack them up. You cover them with the little round cover. Tap, tap, tap. You can even show that they're still there. Tap, tap, tap. They're now gone. The chips are now gone. And then the ring is there because you can show that there's nothing else there. And the chips go back inside. So the chips you receive are very high quality. These are not plastic. You can tell these have that kind of clay poker chip kind of feel to them, which is really nice. So you do receive all of these that you need. You also do receive a little paper holder, cover thing, whatever you want to call it. You do not have to use that specifically. If you're performing in a restaurant setting, if you want to use something like a cocktail napkin or something else to cover the chips, you could also do that. It is worth noting that. The holder, again, is very nice. And the really cool thing is at the end, you're able to reset this as you walk to another table. So if you're doing a strolling or walk around, as you're putting everything back away, you can literally reset it while you're walking to the next table, or as you're just cleaning everything up, as you're putting everything back away at the end, you can reset it right in front of people and they won't know that, which is really cool. So that is another nice thing, is almost an instant reset because it's happening in real time when you're putting everything back up. So that's cool too. I did see a question here about any ring. I will say that the ring size you can use is very big. You could also use this for larger coins if you wanted. With the way that the gimmick is, I'm just going to pull this here. So it'll definitely fit $half. I would say it definitely fit a $half if you want to get a $half side. But it'll definitely fit bigger rings. This is not something that's super tiny spot for the rings. Basically, if you're looking at the circumference of the poker chip, you are getting this whole middle section that's opened up here, which is where you can secretly have the ring before the transposition. So you have a lot of space. So it does not have to be a certain type of ring, a small ring. You have a lot of room to kind of hide the ring if that's what you want to use for that. Any poker chip, it does need to be the one supplied, but you do receive plenty of these to perform. And they can also be used for other effects, like I mentioned, because most of these that you receive are not gimmicked in any way. Let's see here. The paper cover looked weird to me, but glad you can use a napkin. Yeah, you can use anything to cover this, honestly. You do not just have to use the little paper ring. Let's say maybe you're at a coffee shop and they have the rings that go around the cups, you know, the little heat things. You could use one of those if you really wanted. So that is another thing that you could use. Wayne Fox is a great magician. He has lots of great magic. He really does. He really thinks about the stuff that he puts out, which is great. And I don't see any other questions about this. So I think that is going to pretty much wrap up that. But if you have any specific questions about chip switch or any of the effects that we have for you here tonight, don't forget we do go live with you each week to help you, to help answer those questions so you can know if these things really are for you or not, rather. And I do want to show you, not really up close because I can't zoom in here, but I do want to show you that I'm holding in one hand the gimmick and in the other hand the regular stack. And I want to show you just how convincing this really looks. The gimmick compared to the real chips looks exactly the same. So the quality there, you would not be able to tell the difference. Any chance you could put the chips on the back of a spectator's hand? Yes and no. That is a good question. And let me, since we're magicians here, I'm not going to give away anything, but let's just say this, Ken. If you have this on the back of someone's hand and it's covered, when you make these change into the ring, they're going to feel that these are gone. if that makes sense. They're here and then they're not. So you're going to, the back of their hand, they're going to feel that, right? So probably not the best idea. You could do it on the table. If you don't want to do it on the back of your own hand, the tap, you could have the stack of the chips on the table, cover it up, and then you could do it on a table. Also, at one point, you are adding a little pressure to the top of the stack, so they might feel that on the back of their hand when you're doing some of the secret stuff to get these out of play. So probably not the best idea to do that on the back of someone else's hand, but that is a really good question to ask. And again, it's really mainly because they might feel something happening. Reminds me of Roger. Yes, it does remind me of that as well. Roger Klaus's Whisper, using the coins. Any Sharpie. It is any Sharpie. It is, and there's no, I don't think there's a Sharpie supply because you're not using a special Sharpie. It can be any Sharpie that you want to use. I use a magnetic poker chip in my act. Will it interfere with it? It shouldn't. No, this is not. There's no magnetic properties with this, as far as I am aware. Yeah, there's nothing magnetic going on here. I'm just double checking that because I have magnets right here. So no, nothing to worry about with magnets or anything interfering. So there you go. Good question, though. Good question. All right, so just put these away here. And that is our first kind of pick of the week here for you. And it is the chip switch. All right, so let me just put this back here in the box. There we go. Yeah, the only thing you honestly need to supply with this is a ring or a coin, and you can start performing it right away. And I will say one other thing as we go out of this. Very easy to do. This is a very easy trick to do. So there you go. They will feel it unless you distract them, just like they are distracted by. Yeah, I mean, that's true. You technically could do this with the right audience management, but I don't want to say that. And then people go, oh, but I did it and they knew. Like, if you definitely had the right audience management, you could do it on the back of someone's hand. Yeah. Angles. The angles are actually very good, Scott. I will say the only really bad angle would be if someone's like directly kind of like looking right behind you. So even if you're performing this and kind of keeping it close to you, you would be good. There are ways. And the other nice thing is when you do the only really dirty move of the whole routine, and I don't have an actual Sharpie with me here, happens when you're holding the Sharpie. So your hand looks natural, everything looks natural, and it makes the only real move in the routine very easy and covered to do. But again, the only real bad angle would be if someone's like directly staring like right behind you. But you know, how often does that really happen? And if that is happening, just don't do this trick. Getting back into quantum, that's a fun one as well. I just happen to have a magnet, Luke. I got all kinds of fun stuff here, Ken. All kinds of fun stuff here. So there you go. That is Chip Switch. If you guys are interested in picking that one up, we do have these in stock and ready for you at your neighborhood-friendly All Things Magic shop. And we have the link in the chat right about now. There you go, friends. So that is number one this week. And thank you, Ellis Cohen, for the like on tonight's show. I do want to let you guys know that tonight we do have some great giveaways for you, depending on whether or not we hit a certain threshold of our raffle tickets and stars or super chats and all that stuff. We have two things to hook you up with. Both are worth at least $100. Number one is I'll only tell you one of them. Well, I shouldn't have said that because I was going to tee it up and kind of tease you. But one is these Super Triple Coins from Johnny Wong, and these are really cool. This is the set with the poker chips too. So the coins appear one at a time very cleanly, and then they change into poker chips, and then they go back, and then you banish everything. A very clever set. These sell for $100, and we also have the burnout gimmick, which I'll show you a little bit more of. This is a way to hand out your business card literally on fire. And I'll show you what this looks like a little bit later too. But this sells for $150. So you can enter to win both of these if we hit our main goal tonight for as little as $5. We do our raffles each week, and you have a chance to win some amazing magic for that. But of course, the more entries that you take advantage of, the more you pick up, the more chances you have to win as well. So we just put the link in the chat for you right about there. So there you go. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead now and jump into a little bit of the magic news that we do each week. The first thing to bring it is who is performing this week at the Magic Castle. And don't forget, at the end of this month, the Magic Castle will be closed for maintenance. So June 30th through July 8th, there will be no Magic Castle open to the public. But this week it is open, and we will find out who is performing. The week of the 16th through the 22nd, we have in the Close-Up Gallery, Nelson Lee, Andre Gary, and Luis Caron. I think I pronounced that right. Parlor Prestidigitation, we have John Wilson and David Gabby. Alrighty. Palace of Mystery, Danny and Stacy Cole, and Masaya, I think is how you say that. And Library Bar, we have Lauro Castillo. Peller Theater, we have Experimental with Brady Glenn and Nadir Hannah. Hat and Hair, Nick, Mike, and Bob as usual. And Weekend, we have the Saturday and Sunday Brunch Kids Show, Zach Wow. And those are the people that are performing this week. As always, if you want to check out those for yourself, the times and where they are in the castle, don't forget to visit magiccastle.com to get all of those details. Okay. Just made a reservation for my trip to the castle. Very nice, Jim. When are you going? When I need to get back over there sometime soon for sure. But yes, that is this week at the world famous Magic Castle. Alrighty. Along with the castle, there's some other exciting news going on as of today. If you happen to have Netflix, if you are a Netflix subscriber, or maybe you use one of your friends' accounts, there is a brand new Magic special for you to enjoy as of today. And I have the commercial to show you right now. It is the one and only Justin Willman and his brand new special Magic Lover. Here's what you can expect.
I love being a dad. I like to think it's the most important job I'll ever have. And I can say that because I am a magician. I put something in this box earlier tonight. It'll be important in a second. What's in the box? Anyone else like me uses their phone more than they want? I have recently come up with a solution to the screen time problem. Did I not mention the hammer? I apologize. When I was 12, I spent one summer memorizing every zip code in America. 45251 is Cincinnati, Ohio. Fairbanks, Alaska? Right, it is. Let's go to the lobby. Here we go. What's your zip code?
Zip code 50701.
Thank you. 50701 is Waterloo, Iowa.
It is?
It is. What's up? I don't want to say I was unpopular. Oh, you got entertained. Simon, how old are you?
13.
13. What are your thoughts on AI and its implications on humanity?
Tons of children in my grade use it to cheat on math tests and other stuff.
How many of their names can you say right now? Who?
Ava, Sarah's. I
don't know. Who's gonna find out?
And that's today. That is right now, as of midnight last night, or I guess today. This is now on Netflix, and you should check it out. Justin Willman is an amazing live performer, and this was from one of his tours that he did sometime last year. I think we were actually promoting that they were going to be filming that. I'm also now going to pop open and enjoy my kava cocktail this evening. This is, of course, non-alcoholic. I am still continuing my journey, but cheers to my friends out there. If you are enjoying a adult beverage, if you're enjoying a Taco Tuesday festive dinner, a little some, let me know in the chat what you're having for dinner over there, or if you're sipping on a cold one or two, or smoking a cigar like Ron Action Jackson. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you're up to over there. On a Taco Tuesday. All right. Also did want to let you know, Justin Willman is on tour, and that's starting very, very soon. I mentioned this, I think, a week or two ago. Starting on June 27th, which is just 10 days away, kicking off his tour in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And thank you, Fred Aaron, for the like on the show tonight. That means a lot to us. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much.
Wanted to let you know that is also kicking off here. If you want to check out all of Justin's dates on tour, justinwillman.com is the place to be. And thank you, Mr. Cram, for the like on the show.
Well, thank you very much.
Does kava really work? Kava is the real deal. It is my new jam. Cheers to Don Juan. Mm-mm-mm. Good stuff. Good stuff. So yeah, this is running all summer, June through not just the summer, geez, through the end of the year. How about them apples? All right. So June through the end of the year. So Justin Willman. Ron Action Jackson says, I just put my cigar out a few minutes before you mentioned that. I knew that. Justin was at MagicFest earlier this year. He's back in Columbus, Ohio in July. Hope to see him again if it works out. Yeah, man, definitely check him out. Any of you friends, if he's in your area, do not miss out on Justin's show. Always support the live magic out there, right? Always a good idea to support the live shows coming your way. Mr. Cram says he had a casserole for dinner. Very nice, Mr. Cram. Very, very nice. Also, speaking of Justin, I found this. This is from the Los Angeles Times, the LA Times. They did an interview with Justin at the Magic Castle. I'm not going to play the whole interview for you. And thank you for the 500 stars, Mr. Doug James. I see you out there. Thank you very much for the support out there. Wanted to let you guys know that this is talking a little bit about the special, but if you want to watch the full thing, I'll put the link in the chat. This is a 20-minute video. I'm only going to show you about 3 or 4 minutes of it. Justin does do a quick trick at the beginning. Also want to let you guys know, if we do hit a certain threshold tonight with our raffle tickets, stars, or super chats, we will run a 10-minute flash sale on our website. Find out how much we're going to do if we hit our goal for that. So we're going to do a flash sale for 10 minutes on our website. I will say it's more than 10%. So it's more than 10% is a discount on your orders tonight during the show. And for everybody that orders tonight, one lucky person will win a prize valued between $50 and $100. One lucky person will have that in their order tonight only. If you're ordering with us, there will be a special prize for one lucky customer in their order. But right now, I'll have you guys take a look at Justin Willman, and I'll step out of the way and let him do his thing. So let me just do this, and I will scoot on out.
Of passions for you.
I feel a bit nervous, but a bit excited.
Okay. Every Magic Castle first timer gets their own card.
Okay.
There's 52 cards in a deck.
Right.
Do you have a favorite card?
I do.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
There's no way I could know what it is.
You want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Ace of Spades.
Okay. Now listen, Ace of Spades is a very popular favorite card.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to change your mind to a less popular favorite card?
Right, sure. Okay.
You can keep the Ace of Spades.
I feel like Lemmy wouldn't want me to change it.
Motorhead strong.
Yeah.
Okay. Ace of Spades. Ace of Spades, where is it? There it is.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. That is Nate's card. And here's what's interesting is that everybody's got a card. Okay? This is Connor's favorite card here. Connor loves the Jack of Diamonds. This is a Susan card. Susan's a 10 of Diamonds. There's 52 names. Milt, that's the founder of the Magic Castle. You get the idea. The hard part was coming up with 52 names for these cards. There's a lot, but you picked the Ace of Spades.
That's it.
Which just so happens to be Nate's card.
Wow.
Wow.
So yeah,
A throne here.
that's what I thought. I was like, this feels perfect. This is about as magical as it gets in the deepest valves of the Magic Castle. We're in the library where so many amazing magicians have learned and done things that we have no concept of. Maybe you do. I am a mere mortal.
This is the only room in the Magic Castle where non-magicians are not allowed. So this is a rare exception.
Yeah,
from
probably because we were so early. No one can stop us, right?
Yeah, exactly. You're not allowed to crack a book open.
I won't touch anything. Wanted to talk to you about this new special because it's a bit of both. It's magic, it's comedy, it's overall togetherness focused on what you call magic lovers in the title of the special. But it's also, you kind of find a way to talk to both the magic lovers and the skeptics at the same time. So what was your sort of mission going into it? How did you want to convey this talent that you have to people who may want to just be there for the experience or kind of want to see how you do what you do?
Yeah, I think people when they hear magic, I think they come into the theater with an idea about how they feel about it, about the art form as a whole. You know what I mean? There's the people who love magic who already know that they like magic, and I love those people. But the people who they bring with them, you know, sometimes they look at magic as a puzzle or as a challenge, or they just, they get hung up on the idea, like, does this guy really think that we think that he's a wizard? Like, no. So I like the idea of addressing that elephant in the room right off the bat, because I really want to do a show for everybody. I'm not trying to turn the skeptics into, magic lovers necessarily, but I want them to know that this show is also for them. So I kind of like to do a trick that they think they know how I do, and then let them know you're right, and then let them know you're wrong. And it's kind of like a little bit of a mini roller coaster. It sets the tone for the night that everyone can just hopefully sit back, relax, and, feel the wonder.
Yeah, it's about showmanship, the kind of thing you learn here at the
Yeah.
castle. Do you have like a memory of when you first came to the Magic Castle?
Man, okay. So I grew up in St. Louis, Missouri, and I started magic when I was 12 years old. And then
So I'm going to go ahead and stop it there. Again, if you want to watch the full interview with Justin, the link is in the chat now. It's on the Los Angeles Times. They have a website. Getting to know him even more. It's 20 minutes long, so don't want you guys to have to sit through it all here. But it's definitely a great listen, and very cool that they let them film this actually inside the library at the Magic Castle. So that's a little bit of Justin Willman, a little behind the scenes, what you can expect now from the show that's now on Netflix, Magic Lover. And I like that he's aware. We talked about that, I think about a week or two ago, about magic, how we present it and how the audience can interpret it of what we're trying to do for them. Are we trying to entertain them or fool them? And sometimes we could do both, but it's nice that he's aware that some people are there for both reasons, and then he can win them both over by being aware of that and doing what he does. So anyway, Justin Willman, one of the best in the business. Check him out on Netflix today. His brand new special, Magic Lover, which is what we are, right? We're all magic lovers around here, just like Jasper Jones looking for a win tonight. I got you, Jasper. Thanks for popping on the YouTubes tonight and joining us for a Taco Tuesday live stream. So I think it's now time for us to jump into something special tonight. Each week, not only do we bring you magic tricks and some little reviews of stuff, but also I like to bring you some pro tips, some pro tips. And before I do that, I do have one quick thing to tell you about when it comes to tricks. This is important to know. I don't want to forget it. This is back in stock.
Oh, yeah!
Bottle was very, very popular when it first came out. If you've had your eye on these, we literally only have a couple of these left in stock. Still don't think they're available everywhere else. And we're still waiting on the pocket version of Bottle. But the pocket version doesn't really work with the bigger coins, more candy and other small things. This is the one mainly for the coin and bottle effect and other things. So if you want to grab this, I do want to let you know that it is officially back in stock. So you can grab yours. If you had your eye on it, by Gentleman's Magic, you can grab that right there at the link. So anyway, that is a very popular release that came out, this one and the pocket version, and I wanted to make sure you guys knew it was back in stock. So a lot of people were digging on that. Looks fantastic, and the method will definitely make you smile. So tonight, pro tip time. I'm thinking a lot about different topics, and one kind of fell in my lap over the last week, and so we're actually going to use that as an example during this segment. But this one is all about dealing with tough audience members. That is the pro tip talk this week. And I would like to know, first of all, I'm going to bring up my notes that I had here. Have you ever had a spectator that you've just lost your patience with on stage, or when you're performing walk around, close up, whatever it is? Have you ever had someone just test your patience? Type yes in the chat. I want to see who else has had to deal with things like this, because there's always going to be people that are just too much. And we're going to kind of dive into a little bit of this and find out maybe why. Why are they saying what they're saying or doing what they're doing, or being a little too grabby with our stuff, So Josh says, yes, I've had audience members like that really tested my patience. I've definitely had that. Tim Ambrose also in the same boat there. Ken Dumb is swimming in the same ocean of that too, right? Yes. It definitely happened. Yes, right. Exclamation all over. Yes, and kids as well, and some grown adults that act like kids, right? So we've all kind of experienced people that we definitely have to test our patience. And that can be hard sometimes when we're paid to do a show. We have to continue. Whereas if you're doing walk around or strolling, if someone's really just in your way, you just cut it short and head the other way. That's the nice thing about strolling magic that I really like. So it's nice to see I'm not alone out there. So it's nice to see some of the people that have had that happen in the trenches act there. And as a bonus question here, how many people have you performed for that have tried to expose the trick? I want to see that in the comments as well. I don't know what I had you say yes for that. So type in the word magic if you've also performed for people that are just adamant about trying to expose you and figure out tricks. If you have a special moment where someone has tried to expose your magic or try to show everyone that they're smarter than them, share the story. I will also bring that up. But that's like a little bonus thing. So type in the word magic if you've also had people try to expose the tricks in real time that you're doing. I think the biggest mindset takeaway that we can get from this is not every spectator that does that is trying to ruin the show that you're doing or the performance. They're trying to be part of it in their own kind of special way, right? They want to feel like they're important and matter as well, even though they paid or they're there to see you, right? Derek Bumpus says, yes, magic. People have tried to expose magic to the secrets. Same with Mr. Monk out there, Jeffrey Allen. It's happened. Yeah, people just, they want to expose stuff, right? Larry says, I've had people Google tricks to try to expose them. I just don't understand. Tom Cracker says, yep, happens to him. Billy Effner, yep, people want to expose the tricks, right? So the difference is, though, with us as magicians, knowing that these things happen, right? We can either take it as a thing that we are frustrated by, or we can take it as something that we're ready for and ready to attack. There's a really good little booklet out there called, I'll have to find it, it's on our website, Precautions, Thoughts, Outs, and Precautions, I think, which actually helps you deal with hecklers. And I'll show you that in just a minute, because it is something I forgot that we even had. But here's a couple things you can use when these situations come up. You can redirect with magic, so you can basically change gears. You can use the magic as the misdirection. The trick you do is misdirection to kind of get back on track. You could include them. You could bring them into the mix. You could bring them into what you're doing. So now they are part of the thing, which a lot of times hecklers, that's all they're looking for is that attention. So if you bring them in, kind of diffuses the problem, right? And you can also have some go-to lines ready to not go back at them, but just have ready to maybe lighten the situation too. Definitely make them light and funny and try to be as disarming as you can with those things too. So you can also shift the energy with like a big magical moment. Change the subject with a visual moment of magic, right? You could redirect everything by bringing it all back to you. Again, asking them to help you with the trick, another great thing to do there. Manny DiMago does say though, let me just bring up his comment here. Children are the toughest audience members, even though they say they know. It's the excitement that overwhelms them. So it's a lot of that with adults, right? It's that excitement of seeing something or wanting to be part of something. It's all that excitement, right? Magic, and they're wrong. So we're back to the exposure thing. I had a spectator say my cards were voice activated when they were changing. That's funny. That's a new one, right? People react differently, and I go with it and get them on my side. That's what it all comes down to, right? Is getting them back on our side. Ryan says he also had some with voice activated cards. And here I thought you were just really good. Yeah, that's funny, right? So let me just see here. So you decide, and I would like to know which one you would do. 1, 2, or 3. Would you redirect the situation and move on to another trick? Kind of just navigate that? Would you include the person with the situation that's going on? Or would you use some type of, I wouldn't say it a comeback, but would you use a line, like a joke or something, to try to diffuse the situation? So for you, let me know, 1, 2, or 3. You're going to redirect it? Number 2, are you going to include them? Or number 3, are you going to just be Gazzo and have a comeback line that just really has them see who the pro is? Or if you want to just avoid them altogether and ignore it, that's number 4. So if you want to just ignore them and pretend like you're not hearing what's going on, number 4 is for you. So 1, 2, 3, or 4. I forgot to mention that. So number 1, redirect. Number 2, include. Number 3, come back. Or number 4, just avoid them. Not like they don't even exist. So curious to see what our friends have to say here. Lou says number 2. So number 2, again, is to include them. He's all about including them. Larry is all about redirecting the situation. Okay. Kendum says number 4, a lot depends on when in the show it happens. Sometimes you have to move on and not encourage them. That's true too. Yeah. Jim says number 3, he wants a little comeback line, a little zinger. Brian would also use a little joke, a comeback line. Derek Bumpus, number 2, I try to embarrass them a little bit by showing them they are so wrong. That'll work, Derek. That'll work. Jasper says number 4, I just ignore them and move on. Just don't even give them the time of day, right? Jay says the same thing. I usually just barrel on through, just keep plugging away, right? Michael Dawkin, I hand them a bomb or TNT. Number 3, sticks, please. Damn, that's a loaded question there, right? Jeffrey Allen, number 3, a drunk yelled out, make me levitate. I answered, you seem to be floating already. Good one, Jeffrey. Quick on your feet, I'm sure, too, right? With what you do. Stephen Marcus says 1, 2, and 4. So he redirects, he includes them, and he just ignores them. Again, probably depending on the situation. All-time favorite card effect is David Williams' Torner Store Transpo. Only took one person to come to the right conclusion. Now, I use an index to do it with any named card, no issues since. Yeah, that's awesome too. We learn as we go, right? So that's also something we can always remember is there's always lessons to things that we do, right? Ryan says number 1 with the stupid joke, so he redirects with a stupid joke, kind of combining those things we said earlier. Ron Jackson, like I said above, 4 years, this kind of thing happened. I didn't even hear it happen because I didn't know. One of the benefits of being deaf, I suppose. You don't know when people are not on your side, right? Magni says, go to the next trick and say you have better tricks. That works too. Number 4 then, right? 2, but then 3. So Scott Link says, I include them, but when he's included them, he drops in a little comeback line, a little joke. That's fun. Get them in, make them feel included, and then like pull the rug out. Right? Steven Silva, number 2, if they are sober enough to participate. If not, I go with number 1. That's a good thing too. A lot of the people, unfortunately, that do speak up, heckle, whatever, are, you know, they're drinking, they had a few drinks, and they're a little more in their element than they would normally be, right? And I have the perfect clip to show you in just a moment to kind of go along with that as well. Just depends on a lot of the factors. 100%. It depends on the situation. I agree with that 1,000%. Yeah. So as I just mentioned, I have something to kind of highlight this. And what I'm going to show you was it kind of spurred this topic today. And it comes from a Vegas headliner, Piff the Magic Dragon. So let's check it out.
Yeah. Tracy, and right, another and. Give me another and.
Where's the dog?
He's dead, sir. I can't believe you brought it up. It's such a painful subject for me. I've tried to move on over the many years, but he's dead, sir. It's actually a big night tonight for Zach. It's his first ever speaking role in the show.
Can I get my money back? Can I get my money back?
Oh, wait, is that guy talking again? What's up, little buddy? What's up, little buddy? You have a couple of drinks and you get a little overconfident. What's going on?
Solid.
You just gonna leave?
Your comedy is shit.
Thank you, sir. What's your name, little buddy, before you leave? Hey, John, we're going to refund you because your money would make me sick. Please leave and have a wonderful life. All right. Where are we going? Do you think he was here for the dog? Is that it?
So this was the perfect thing to show after some of the things we just talked about. Obviously, Piff performs in Las Vegas at the Flamingo. So there are a lot of people in the audience that are going to be intoxicated, maybe had a drink or two too many, and are a little more, vocal than they would probably normally be. But it shows two things. He tried to throw back a little bit of he tried to include him by letting him know that the dog thing, Mr. Piffles, was something that he's been trying to deal with. So it kind of put the heckler, made them look pretty much like an asshole, right? Because like that was a touchy thing for him to begin with. And then he comes back later and starts speaking up. And yeah, as Ken Dum says, that was awesome. He handled that perfectly. He really did, right? And not only that, but at the end, he's like, yeah, we'll give you your money back because it doesn't matter. We don't want your stinking money. And as he says too, and he kept the rest of the crowd on his side. You did hear, and you might have seen some of the pop-ups, people in the back saying, okay, bye, get him out of here. Like, if you have the audience on your side, then when things like this do happen, they're going to be against that from happening too. And a lot of times I've seen it happen where the audience tells the person to shut up because they paid money to be there. They want to see the show. This guy is stopping all that from happening. So obviously, again, this is Vegas. It's a little different from other places. But, and yeah, even the Magic Castle has booze. Yeah, I've seen some people get a little too boozy in the Magic Castle for sure. So, but that's the true sign of a pro. At no moment of that clip did we ever see him stop or feel like he didn't know what to do or say. That's just from being on stage and going through it for years and years and years as a magician. So Hungry and Hungover says, you're never going to win against someone with a microphone. That's true too. They kind of have the last word, right? So that's very true. He handled it perfectly, and I think the audience thought the same thing. Agreed. I think there was even some applause there at the end, right? Think he went to Mike Hammer's show. Would love to see how Mike would handle. Yeah, Mike would definitely handle that like a champ, no doubt about it. Your money is no good here, sir. That's right. That's right. Definitely rolled with it. You rolled with it. That's right. Now, the next clip I'm going to show you is not a heckler, and it has nothing to do with audience turning against you. This is not even during a show, but I saw this clip and I'm like, we're talking about dealing with tough audience members. I'm curious though, if what I'm about to show you happened to you, how would you react to your audience?
Wow! Brenn ich noch? Mein Gesicht ist heiß.
It was like a Michael Jackson moment where his hair caught on fire. Remember the Pepsi commercial? So this was, it looks like it was during rehearsals, thankfully. And I'll mute this one so we don't have to hear it.
Whoa!
But if this was you, and again, this was not in front of an audience, but if this was you and you were performing in an audience, and you could see afterwards, he's got the ice pack, and obviously that left a bit of a, that seared him pretty good, right? And it doesn't look as bad when you're just watching it through, but man, that slow motion, here it comes. Man, it really got him good. And I'm sure he had a lot of hairspray and stuff going on. By the way, this is the Ehrlich brothers. They are a big illusion show all around the world. They're actually coming to Vegas, I think in October. I'm looking forward to going. But if this happened to you on stage where you are literally caught on fire, part of you is caught on fire, what would you do? You know, would you, especially, see, these guys are, I think they're brothers, Ehrlich brothers. So if one guy is hurt, the other guy can kind of keep the show going. But if you were on stage, what would you do? And yes, also with Piff, using the flashlight was also a very cool moment. That was a very pro idea too. Too much Aquanet, yeah. So, but have you guys ever had anything like this? Not necessarily where you get caught on fire, but where you've actually injured yourself or you've had to deal with something gone wrong? I know some people have had kids on stage pee themselves or other things happen on stage, but have you ever had something where you literally had to stop the show because something bad happened? I thought it'd be worth asking you that as well. So those are some of the things, just unpredictable things that can happen during your performances, right? So there we go. We'll come back over here now. Pretty wild stuff. So I would say that before your next performance, your next gig, we call them gigs. We're doing those shows and performances, gigs. Write out 2 funny but strong one-liners. And I believe Gazzo actually put out a booklet with one-liners, if I'm not mistaken. Just keep them in your back pocket, keep them at the ready, so if something does come up, you'll be cool and in control. And I think that's exactly what we saw with Piff. He was very much in control of the situation. He didn't let him phase him at all. Just kept it moving, right? So tough spectators, at the end of the day, equal an opportunity for connection, right? Because again, the audience, sometimes when they're speaking up and doing the things we saw with Pip, they're wanting to be involved in the show in some way, as much as that doesn't make sense sometimes. So it's just another chance to show the audience what type of performer you really are, the professional that you are in action. And there's only one way to do that, and that's to be prepared and to be ready. And that's why we talk about tips like this when we are doing the shows here. And even here, sometimes the tech goes wrong and I have to keep things moving, you know? It's just something that happens along the way. Jeff McBride cut his mouth while blowing up a bag that supposedly had a dove, and he popped it, and fake feathers and real blood came flying. Oh, dear God. That's a wild one. Man. Sleight of tongue and mouth. I bought that book when I was a teenager. It's outdated, but it taught me that state of mind. Yeah, I mean, again, as we talked about last week, in the weeks before, you know, about connecting with audiences and slowing down and being prepared. These are all things, including tonight's things. Being prepared is what really helps us stand out from just another performer, right? And as I mentioned on our website, there is a really cool and cheap booklet, and this is a PDF booklet that I cannot recommend enough. And I totally forgot we even had this until I started doing the show tonight. Outs, Precautions, and Challenges is something I cannot recommend enough. So we will put a link in the chat for you here. Now, this is not meant to cover every situation, but as I say, is the quote here, the information shared here is 100% the real work for close-up magicians. I get it. Reading isn't sexy. But you know what? The material you'll find here sure is, and it really is. This is the type of material that will also help you be prepared for unexpected situations or challenges when you're doing the magic that you're doing. Especially, this is more for close-up people, but really recommend this. I had this as a booklet as a younger magician and fell in love with it. When I saw they converted it to the digital form, I'm like, I gotta carry that. So that is our pro tip segment this week, dealing with a tough audience member. Appreciate you guys also joining in with the conversation tonight. As you know, these things are all things we try to help each other with. I'm just the one trying to bring up the topics each week. So thank you for your advice and input as well along the way. Knowing all your outs is essential to the professional. True that, my friend. True that. Ability to adapt and think on the fly is key. Yep, 100%. So there we go, friends. That is pro tips for this week. And as David first says, that book is gold. Yeah, it is a great booklet. Yeah, Outs, Precautions, and Challenges, gold. $10. Can't go wrong with that, right? Can't go wrong with that. All righty. So here's what we're going to do now. I have a clip to bring you. We're going to do our little throwback section. And while we do that, we are going to officially do our thing. We're going to do something special for you guys here tonight for watching the show. All right. We'll do this. Okay. And we'll do this. And this. And this. And this. All right. So while this video is playing, we are going to be doing a 15% off flash sale for the next 10 minutes. 15% off. Now, this will not go towards your raffle tickets. So do not purchase more raffle tickets during this time, or else we're going to cancel the order because we will not discount raffle tickets. But there will be 15% off our website for the next 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and start this now. And this is the code to put in during this time. Tonight only, using code Taco Show. Taco Show is your code. For the next 10 minutes, Taco Show will get you 15% off your order. So use that now while you can, and we will be back on the other side of this. This was actually a clip. I had never seen Albert Goshman perform like this before. I've read his books and I've studied his stuff, but I never actually had a chance to see Albert Goshman in action. So that's what we're going to watch now, a little bit of Albert Goshman. So visit us now while you're watching this at allthingsmagic.com. If you had your eye on some more expensive stuff or just had an order lined up, now you can save 15% off on it until this countdown gets up to 10 minutes. So stay tuned for more magic and giveaways and other goodness along the way. But this is now time for Albert Goshman. Enjoy.
Good evening. Good evening. Now, my name's Albert. What's yours? Nola. Hello, Nola. Nola, I'm going to magish for you. And I have here a little purse, Nola. That's a pocketbook. Now, truly, it's hard to believe that that's a pocketbook. It's called the Las Vegas style. Oh, but I wouldn't joke with you for the world, honestly. I wouldn't joke with you for the world. But you see, Nola, you see its heads? You see its heads? And its tails. You know what the real problem is? The middle. What's your name?
Phyllis.
Phyllis. Hello, Phyllis. Phyllis, say go.
Go.
Gone. Now, Nola, you remember we had 2 50 cents? Do you have them?
No, I don't think so.
Say maybe.
Maybe.
That's a much better answer. Would you like to know where I managed to sneak the first one?
Okay, sure.
First one's under the pepper shaker. Show 'em right there. Thank you very much. You notice that Phyllis never gets a break. Nothing for Phyllis. But how can Phyllis get a break when the second one is back here in the pocketbook? Let's try it again. Phyllis, say go.
Go.
Gone. Note that it's not here. It's not here. And that's the other one. Thank you, dear. Now, you didn't get anything, did you? Nothing. Hold this. You waited too long. You see, when Phyllis wasn't looking, I put them both in the pocketbook. Isn't that confusing?
Yeah.
Let's start all over. My name's Albert.
Nola.
Nola, I'm going to magish for you again. Phyllis, say go.
Go.
Say please.
Please.
Go.
Please go.
Gone. And note that it's not here. It's not here. And that's the other one.
Not again.
No?
Really? There again.
Somebody said I was working a little too quick for you. I'll do it slower for you. Watch the first one. I'll put one on this side. I don't want to cheat Phyllis. I've now placed one under each. Together, girls. I'm waiting. Thank you. You don't have to applaud your part of the show. Phyllis, such a lovely... Hold this, Phyllis. You still waited too long. I'll do it again. I have no choice other than do it again. Excuse me, Phyllis. Oh, it doesn't sprinkle. It just makes you nervous. I have a funny nickname.
What is it?
They call me Two-Purse Albert. Used to call me worse, much worse. But now they call me Two-Purse. Phyllis, let's try it together. Or maybe backwards. Backwards and forwards. Together.
No.
Thank you. If I ask you nicely, Nola, would you do me a tiny favor? Say please.
Please.
Show him. Phyllis, are you watching? Show Phyllis. Sorry about that. You didn't say please. I did it. Can I borrow your hand?
Sure.
I'll tell you, she likes it too. That's 50 cents. 50 cents. Hold it tight. Let's see if I can make it vanish out of your hand, okay?
Okay.
Look at that smile. That's another satisfied customer. Promise me you won't let go.
I won't let go.
I'll put it in my little pocketbook, I'll make sure. Did you ever see a British penny, an old British penny?
No.
Say please. Show them. That's an old British penny. You see, it says 1 penny. Shake your head. Louder. Thank you. What's in my hand, Phyllis?
A British penny.
Beautiful. Very good. What are you holding?
An American 50 cent piece.
Louder.
50 cent piece.
I have it. You have the penny.
Oh, no.
You didn't say please. But I'll give you a fighting chance. I want you to hold the shaker with 2 fingers, tightly down, 2 fingers. You know why 2? Too late. Pull it away so the camera, thank you. Just checking. I'll meet you under the table when the show is over. That's the one we want. Yes. Those are called matzo balls. That's a matzo ball. Hold it tight. Say go.
Go.
Mine went.
Oh, no.
I don't care if the darn trick don't work. Hold these 2 for you. There's 2 for you and there's 1. There's...
Your fingers.
I know. Later. So it's 2 for you, and it's 1 for me. And like a mirage that shimmers on the desert's dust, slowly, because you got 3. She didn't say please. Say it.
Please.
I did it. Presenting. Presenting a very ancient Chinese mystery. Known as the mystery of Chinky Chink. Sounds like I broke a chink. You expected rubies. Now watch and watch carefully. Don't look away. Oh, you aren't watching. I'll have to do it again. Slower.
All right. And that was the one and only Mr. Albert Goshman. And this, for some reason, reset. I guess because I was off of the... this is because I was off the stream there. So, we will let this go for another few minutes, I suppose, because that's not supposed to be there. But anyway, there we go. That is Albert Goshman. So let's go ahead and drop in some applause for him. All of these old videos are so appreciated. Absolute master. Yes, I also enjoy watching some of those old giants of magic doing what they do best. And thank you, John Carter, for the 500 stars.
Well, thank you very much.
So John, let me go ahead and get you hooked up with your goodness here. I'm wondering if I go out of here if it's gonna kill that. So John Carter. All right, you are ready to roll, my friend. All right. So again, if you guys do want to save 15% for the next few minutes here, don't forget when you're checking out with us at allthingsmagic.com to type in the word all caps Taco Show, TACO, Taco Show, all together, all in caps, and that will save you 15% off on your order. Gosh was a master, saw him live. Very nice. I wish I'd had a chance to see him live to magish a little bit for me, right? All right, what we got over here? What we got? Ooh, yeah. Remind me what this is called again? It's Toscana. That's right, Toscana. Fresh Toscana soup tonight. Here in the Vegas heat, I'm having some Toscana soup. Nah, it doesn't matter anytime. This is beautiful. Delish. Absolutely delish. Good stuff. All right. So, let me see what else I am looking for here. There is more magic news to tell you about. Some of this is a little bittersweet to share with you. This is news I do not want to share, but damn it, I do bring in all the news. Leisure Domain, the speakeasy experience, the magic experience, the show over at Venetian is coming to a close in 10 days. So June 27th is the last day that you're able to experience Leisure Domain. This was the creation of Jonathan Levitt and Benjamin Schrader, I think is how you pronounce his last name. They've had this in other cities. It was in New York, and then it was here in Vegas. But unfortunately, it is closing on the 27th. So they did make it a year, which is awesome and hard to do in this town. So I did want to at least send the love to Jonathan Levitt and Benjamin out there on a job well done. I did get to go see it, thanks to Jonathan. Saw him perform in the show, and it was a great experience, a great room. But this is a very tough town, very competitive town. So props to them for lasting a year again. Very, very cool stuff over there, and I'm sure they'll be popping up again somewhere in the not too distant future. So. And I cannot give you any information at all, but it is official that Jonathan Levitt and I are actually working on something together. So that's pretty damn cool. Very, very early stages of what we're doing, but we are teaming up to do something really cool together. And I'm excited for that. So we'll be talking more about it in person at Magic Live, which I hope to see some of you there too. But yeah, wanted to share that exclusively here first. Some really cool stuff. Also wanted to bring you this news. Keller's Comedy, Magic and Comedy Club has a really cool thing coming up June 27th. We were just talking about the 27th. Michael Carbonaro is going to be there. So this is a Magic and Comedy Club in Erie, Pennsylvania. And we'll come to their website right now. A beautiful looking venue, obviously themed from Keller. Which is really cool how they brought this very timely, not timely, but very visible legend. We all see his posters and the stuff around Keller. So it's very cool that they are bringing him here. Imagined by Bobby Borgia. So Bob Borgia was the one that was behind all this. And it says I got a super chat from Lucas, by the way. Let me see the super chats out here. Thank you very much, Lucas, for the super chat. I'll get to your question in just a moment. So the shows, if you go to the shows tab here, and the website for this is kellersmagic.com. Kellersmagic.com. If you click on the shows tab, it will bring you not just magicians, as I mentioned before, but comedians as well. So the 20th through the 21st is Brett Ernst, comedian, And then there's Michael Carbonero coming up June 27th through 28th, Friday and Saturday, 6 and 8:30. So $40 tickets over there. Again, go to killersmagic.com to see Michael Carbonero. I have seen Michael perform live. He was here in Vegas at the Mirage before the Shin Lim show went in there, and he did a really, really good job. So highly recommend you seeing Michael Carbonero performing at the Keller's Magic and Comedy Club. Great looking venue over there. And then also when it comes to magicians and hanging out with magicians, I also want to remind you of this, the Gateway Close-Up Convention coming up March 26th to the 28th. This will be here before we know it. It really will. And that is the lineup, myself included. I'll be there with these beautiful friends along with a special mystery guest who will be, I guess, announced there. And this will be really cool. It also includes a 40 Years Later, a tribute to Ed Marlowe with Kevin Kelly and Randy Wakeman. So this will be really fun, and I'm looking forward to being part of that. So that is the 2026 Gateway Close-Up Convention. I always sing the praises of these close-up conventions because it's a great way to hang out with people. You know, Magic Live is amazing, but it's so crowded, and there's so much hello, hey, how you? It's so much like just saying hello to everybody. You never really get a lot of time to spend with friends. So the Gateway Close-Up Convention is a great way to do that and see some amazing magic along the way. So it's cool. That's going on, and then this has also officially been updated. The Tricks Convention, the guest of honor, Boris Wilde. This one's going on November 20th through the 22nd in Charlotte, North Carolina. They just finished announcing all the performers for this one. We've got Danny D'Ortiz, Shimpe, Javi Benitez, Chad Long, Rachel Wax, Gabriel Gascon, Joseph Daniels, Robin DeVille, and me, Mr. Luke Dancy. So we will all be there later this year in Charlotte, North Carolina. Scott Robinson puts on a kick-ass event, and I will also put the link in the chat for you guys and gals out there for the Tricks Convention. Another great close-up convention to hang out with people that you've enjoyed their magic, and lots of friends there for that too. So looking forward to being part of both of those. And thank you to Scott Robinson for having me be part of Tricks, and thank you to Steve Zelke for having me be part of the Gateway Close-Up Convention. Two highly recommended spots for you to visit, depending on where you live. You know, might be a little bit easier for you to get to one or the other. So there you go. All right. All right. So the countdown seems to be resetting every time. So I'm just going to let that go for just a few more minutes. Again, if you do want to save 15% off, it will definitely be over by the end of the show. Make sure that when you're shopping with us right now, allthingsmagic.com, use the code Taco Show. We'll put it in the chat one more time. Show when you're checking out with us over All Things Magic, use the code Taco Show to save 50%, not 50, 15 on your order. There we go. So be sure to do that. I'm not sure why that keeps resetting, but Michael Duncan says, I'll be at Tricks. Excellent convention too. Yes, Scott. Great lineup and great guy. So there we go. And I think that was all a little bit of news that I had there for you. And don't forget again that Justin Willman's new special is on Netflix right now. Really cool. And I told you about that. And then I also had one other thing I wanted to share with you here. A little bit of a breakdown. Oh, yes, this was also something I wanted to tell you about. These are officially sold out everywhere else. We literally have one or two left in stock. This is CoinVexed 4th generation from David Penn and TCC. David Blaine, when he saw this, that's bleeping awesome. Can I get that now? This is the most up-to-date and the best version of the coin bend presented by David Penn. It works with any coins. He even has a really cool 2-coin routine taught here, and it's all hidden in plain sight, which is really cool, using a very clever gimmick along with the coins and the Sharpie. It just makes it all work very easy for you. It's very practical for our workers out there for sure. So we literally have just one or two of these left in stock. So if you ever want to do a coin bend, highly recommend this one. And yeah, I'm pretty sure we're the only ones left to get one of these. So yeah. And thank you, Mike Hankins, for the support out there. I just saw your stars. Thank you very much, Mr. Mike. Appreciate you. And speaking of the stuff tonight. I wanted to show you this. So this is the Burnout gimmick. This is one of the 2 prizes we have up for grabs tonight. And this one's really, really nice. I'll just open it up here. So this is the red carbon fiber version of this. And these sell for $150. Again, these are up for grabs with our giveaways tonight. And the really cool thing, and I'm not going to do it on camera because we just saw the guy getting burned on the Ehrlich Brothers video. But this one, a very cool looking red carbon fiber business card holder that when you open it up and you go to take out your business card, it's on fire. And then you blow it out, and then you can hand out the business card, and it is unharmed. It's okay. This has a very cool electronic system built into it. Also, once you have this filled up with the liquid to make it work, it will last for 2 hours because they have a very cool system in here to keep it all self-contained so that once you filled this up to make it work, it'll last 2 hours plus. But a very nice looking wallet, I guess you could say, for your business cards that allows you to bring them out on fire. So it's called Burnout. These sell for $150. So I'll be keeping an eye on our giveaways tonight to see if we're going to be able to do both, because the other prize is the triple coin set, which sells for $100. So if we do not end up getting enough of the stars and giveaways, the raffle tickets, then we'll probably just do one or the other. And I'll let you guys pick which one we do the giveaway for. So there we go. Let me just put this back in here. And there we go. That goes in there. And that goes right inside of there. Burnout. All right. And the other thing that I wanted to show you quickly, a little bit of a hands-on, little mini review of this too, is not this one, but this. This is something I loosely talked about last week. This is the iArval Post-it pad that is actually a electronic peak device. So this is really damn cool. I just wanted to kind of give you a quick hands-on look at the props that you get. I will say the box is beautiful. So basically, whatever they write down gets transmitted automatically to your phone or peak device. It does work with Peaksmith, which is relevant to mention here because I personally love my Peaksmith. So it does work with Peaksmith as well. It also does work with Android or iOS devices. So they do have an iOS and Android app for the iArval Magic. So they have their own iArval Magic app. But you can see here, this is the actual device that is hidden very cleverly inside of a pack of Post-its. But you're also seeing it there. You can also put it inside of a wallet or something else and just put the Post-it on top of that. So the Post-it could be totally gimmickless if you wanted it to be. But it is an instant transfer of the information. It can also zoom it in. You can have it make it bigger. These do come in a couple different colors of the gimmick pads. And the ones that we have available at the moment are the blue. We're the only company that has the blues in stock. We have the blue. We also have the pink/red version that you're seeing here. And the green and the yellow and the blue are currently sold out everywhere else. But the yellow is currently on back order. So if you do want to get the yellow one, don't forget to click on the Email Me When Available tab on our website. But this is really damn cool. I do want to say that the information that's being written down, you're seeing it in real time. This is really cool. And the device can actually be taken out very easily and placed anywhere that you want, which is really cool. So this actually has the hidden space inside of here, inside of the Post-it. So you can have that, and they can just hand that to them, which is cool. And then here's what the pen looks like here. And it also includes a couple of refills for the pen inside of here as well. And that is what you use for them to write the information on the Post-it pad. So that is that. So that, if you have any questions about this, I know we mentioned it loosely last week a little bit, but I wanted to bring it up here this week because I've actually had a chance to get my hands on this and look at it, and it is really, really nice. So there's the iArval Post-it pad. We'll put the link in the chat for you there. And don't forget, right now we have 15% off. So this is a little bit more expensive than your usual product, but for the moment, use Taco Show when you check out, and you'll save 15% off, at least for the next few minutes, because that will be going away very soon. The special for tonight. So that is that. That is the RL Post-it pad. Just wanted to bring you that too. Especially some of these more expensive things, I want you to get a real hands-on look at it and know, is this for me or not? So hopefully that helps you out a little bit. All right, you know what I haven't done at all tonight? I haven't done any of our giveaways for our supporters. Let's do at least 1 or 2 of those now. Let me go ahead and make sure I don't have any missing raffle tickets. I think we are all caught up on those though. Yep, I think we are all set on that. All right, and the super chat question, let me get to this real quick. Lucas wanted to know, what are your top 3 iPhone or Android apps? So one of my favorite apps to use is Wikitest from Mark Kirstein. It's a way to do a book test with someone else's phone. So Wikitest, highly recommend that one for iPhones. That has got to be one of my top 3 for sure. A newer app that just came out actually for iPhones is something that we're proud to have here. This is called Digital Flap, and I don't think many people have seen this yet. This one is really freaking cool. I will play some of this for you. But you can see the visuals now where you're able to do color changes with the card. You're able to change the card. This is really, and it is just for iOS, but this is really, really fun stuff. So this is really cool. It's called Digital Flap. I know a lot of people enjoyed the Below app from the French twins that came out, but this one is much more intuitive and lets you do much more with it in real time. So I really like this one a lot, called Digital Flap, where you can actually have a visible change of the card as well. You do use your own deck of cards, but it does need to be your phone. So this is a new thing that came out called Digital Flap. Just wanted to loosely share that with you here. Also, a couple other ones that I wanted to mention as far as iOS devices. Yeah, Digital Force Bag is really, 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 really hard to beat. It is fantastic. And the new one that came out, definitely go for the better. I think it's Digital Force Bag X, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely go for that one. And yeah, speaking of Jonathan Levitt earlier, The Stranger is another fantastic iOS app that you can use. And I didn't even realize this. I was having a chat with Jonathan recently. I didn't realize you can also do The Stranger on a borrowed phone. So maybe you guys already knew that, but The Stranger, I always just assume, oh yeah, it's got to be on your phone, but you actually do it on someone else's phone too, which is pretty damn cool. So that is another favorite. And a hidden app that not a lot of people know about is called City Prediction. And it is by Soma. Soma with City Prediction is a good one as well. And one that I am currently playing with and have a long overdue review for is, what is it called? I have it here. I think this is what, Duality? Is that what it's called? Duality Pro? I'm sure I got the name right. Yeah, Duality Pro is another really good one. Duality Pro is another good app. So yeah, those are just a few. And yeah, but Digital Force Bag is definitely old. It's old but new with the new updates, and it's one of the OGs for sure. Highly recommend Digital Force Bag. So there you go. All right, let me just double check real quick, make sure I'm not missing any donos out here. Let me just look at this real quick. All right, got that and that. I think we're good there. And our stars, Mike, I need to add Mike again. And I don't know if I got John Carter. Yeah, I got John Carter. I'll add Mike again. All right, let's do some giveaways. Let's go ahead and jump on into some giveaways here. All right, let's go ahead and pull this up. All right, everybody, thank you for your support. This is not the big giveaway just yet. This is one of our smaller giveaways, but I haven't done any yet, and I'm running behind on that, so let's go ahead and jump in and do one. All righty. Good luck, friends. Here we go. All right, Mr. Lou Ensign, congratulations on your win. We are just going to skip on into the prize wheel, Lou. I know a lot of times when we're around here, we do the wheel where you also have the whammies, but we'll go ahead and jump on into the wheel with all of the prizes on it. And we'll just skip the whammies tonight. We'll go ahead and do that. So go ahead and blow it up in the chat for Mr. Lou. Yes, dropping in those W's for Lou. Love to see it. All right, I'm going to mix these up a little bit and get this ready. Let me also take a quick peek over here. And let's see here what we got. Alrighty. Very, very good. Cool. All right. So let me grab this wheel and we'll do this right now. So congratulations to Lou. I'm going to go ahead and mix these up. And let's see what he gets. All right. Good luck, Mr. Lou, on winning something good. Hey, that's a great looking prize right there. I know we had Don Wand here earlier, the Index King, but this is another great index from TCC, the Index Pro, going over to Mr. Lou Ensign.
Congratulations!
So Lou, drop us an email to claim your Index Pro from TCC. I think these sell for $40 if I'm not mistaken. Could be more, at least $40. So congratulations to Lou on picking up the Index Pro as one of our supporters in the chat. All right, so there we go. That is now for you, Mr. Lou. And don't forget, all of our winners have 1 week to claim their prizes. So do not let 1 week scoot by. And as a reminder, we do get back to our friends within a week, not a week, within 24 to 48 hours of your emails. So if you do emails with your prize, we got you covered. Just give us a day or two. We always work on our orders and our customers first, and then we get to our prizes after that. But we never miss you guys when it comes to that. So hang tight there. I think we'll also go ahead and do another giveaway for all of our viewers tonight. So let's go ahead and do that as well. So let's spin the free wheel. I think I did miss Mr. Don Wand on here. Let me add him. All right, we'll mix this up just a little bit more, and good luck. So here we go. And our winner is Mr. Keelan Windorf. Congratulations to Mr. Keelan out there.
Congratulations!
Drop us an email, Keelan, and we'll get you over a store credit to spend however the heck you like. That is for Keelan in the chat. And another Keelan I want to mention, my buddy Keelan Laser, it is his birthday today. So happy birthday going out to Keelan Laser, an incredibly amazing human being and magician. Happens to be a magician, but he's an amazing human being first. And a big, big happy birthday to my pal, Mr. Keelan, on a amazing day. So it's nice to see two Keelans having a good day now. All righty, so let me go ahead and do that. There we go. All righty, so that is that. Cool. And don't forget to claim that prize again within a week. Did I take down the email? Let me see. Nope. Let me get rid of that. Here we go. All right, cool. So that is that. Okie dokie. I'm just going to look through our raffle tickets real quick. I think tonight we did not meet the goal that we were looking for to give away both of the prizes. We did not meet the giveaway for both. So here's what we're going to do. We will do this on Facebook and on YouTube. So give me just a moment. All right, we're going to do a poll. All right, so poll which giveaway tonight. We have the triple coin set, which also, again, that not only are you able to produce 3 coins very, very cleanly, but you're also able to change them one at a time into poker chips and then back, and then the whole thing vanishes. Or the burnout gimmick, which allows you to produce a flaming business card from your business card wallet. Triple coin set is $100. The burnout gimmick is a $150. All right, so we are gonna do that and that. And I don't know why it won't let me create the poll. That's weird. Let me refresh this. Hold on. Triple coin coming in from Scott Link. He wants a triple coin set. Let me try it again. Which giveaway? Tonight. Okay. Triple coin set. Burnout gimmick. Save. Okay, so this should now be in my polls. There we go. And we'll activate that now. So if you're watching on Facebook, that should be, yep, it should be up. So go ahead and start your voting on Facebook, please. And I will also do the same over on YouTube, and we'll see which one we want to do officially. So be sure to vote in the poll. Be sure to vote for the one that you want for us to give away, and not just in the chat. So I'll also do this here. Start a poll. Which giveaway tonight? Triple coin and burnout gimmick. All right, so that's now on YouTube as well if you are watching over on YouTube. And if you are there as well, don't forget to drop a like on tonight's show. There are almost 25 of you watching, only 11 likes. Make sure everyone is dropping a like on the show on YouTube as well. We appreciate it out there. So let's see. The poll is now running on both. Currently, the triple coin set is in the lead on YouTube, and it is currently in the lead on Facebook as well. We'll give this just a few more seconds. So again, if you're watching on Facebook, be sure to vote in the poll. If you're watching this on YouTube, the poll is now there as well. Triple coin set is leading the way on both of these, I believe. So I think that's, yeah. And thank you, Mike Hankins, for the like. Appreciate it. Just don't spend it. Yeah, just don't spend it. If you win the triple coin set, just don't spend it. Thank you, John Carter. There we go. Got a few more likes dropping on in. Thank you very much, guys. I see a couple more likes over on YouTube. Come on, friends. If you're watching on YouTube, we're still missing about 10 of you. Come on, over on the YouTubes. Come on, hook me up over there with a little love. Come on. I know you're out there. I see you. We need to drop in another one of these guys. So come on. Thank you, J. David Tiemann. Thank you very much. Come on, YouTube. You guys are you let me down over there. Come on. Drop in that smash that like button. Come on. What is Burnout? It sounds good. So Burnout is a card wallet that when you take out your business card from the little card wallet, the business card's on fire. If you blow it out and hand it to someone to keep. There goes YouTube. You guys are awesome. I see you now. You're dropping in some love out there. So we got a triple coin set, 90% on YouTube. And over on Facebook, we have 58% going for the triple coin set as well. So that is that. And before we wrap up the show, I'll also mention this real quick. Use the code Taco Show to save 15% on your order. Once the show is over tonight, the discount will go away, and that is the truth. So be sure if you are looking to pick up something, save 15% now for about the next 5 minutes. That's all we're going to let it go, and then it's turned off. So we will pause the poll here. Showing the results, 58% triple coin set over on Facebook, and on YouTube, 73% of you say triple coin set as well. So it is going to be the triple coin set as the giveaway tonight. This is a great set. Johnny Wong, really, really like how easy this is to use. The coins really do all the work for you. And thank you, Eric, for the like on the show. Appreciate you. So that is the giveaway tonight. A $100 prize up for grabs for all of our supporters, whether you donated those raffle tickets, whether you were kind enough to do a super chat, or if you're kind enough to donate any stars over on Facebook. Any of those count towards this. So let me go ahead and just double check I'm not missing any last minute people. I think we're good. We are all good. Okay. So that is that. So let's see who the big winner is going to be. And thank you guys for participating in the poll. Right there. We'll close the results here. And still let that go over there. Okay, cool. There we go. Okay, let's do this. Michael Dawkins calling it now. Watch your spades win again. Hey man, he did enter. He did enter. He did pick up a few entries, so he does have more than one chance to win. Just saying. So let's see who the winner will be. Good luck, everybody. Again. You know, the last couple months, your spades was on fire, winning. Tonight, Lou Enton is the one that should be going to a casino, dropping a few bucks into a slot machine and pulling that thing because he is on fire tonight. Lou Enton back-to-back wins is great. So congratulations going out to Lou Enton. Not only are you going to win the triple coin set, you're also going to win that Index Pro from TCC. So congratulations to Lou Enton picking up both of our giveaways tonight. And of course, he also needs to drop us an email to claim. So yeah, or Hungry and Hungover says, damn, Lou, go buy a lottery ticket. Yeah, that would be a good idea too. Lou, the luck is on your side. So congrats. He says, what? Holy moly. Yes, that's right, man. You did it again. So congratulations to Lou. And Lou, thank you for your support, picking up the raffle tickets. And everyone that picked up raffle tickets or donated, super chat, or stars on Facebook, it is appreciated very, very much. So thank you, everybody, for playing along and giving us a chance to give away magic just like this. So there we go. Congratulations again to our winner, Lou Enton.
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, guys, for being awesome. Well, I think that'll do it for tonight. We went through a lot during the show. Some amazing magic tricks, as always, to tell you about. Had a really fun topic to talk about, dealing with tough audience members. If you missed that, we'll put it up as a standalone video before the weekend, so you guys can enjoy that if you missed it. And thank you again to everyone that participated with that topic. We'll be back again next week with another pro tip, another topic to talk about amidst all the magic tricks and all the other good news and stuff that's going on out there. So yes, thank you guys for playing along with that too. And that'll do it. So it was a special night. It was. Congratulations to Lou. And again, a happy birthday to my pal, Keelan Laser. He's the guy that helped me out with the Taco Tuesday theme song and also my new project coming out. He's just an amazing, amazing dude. So happy birthday, Keelan. Alrighty, friends. Let's go ahead and scoot on out. And that is that. All right, everybody. I will catch you back here next Tuesday, 8:30 Eastern Time to do it all over again. Thank you for your support. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. And I will see you all next time. See ya. Hey, thank you, Michael Dawkins. Appreciate you, my friend. And yes, have a great week as well, your spades. And everyone, I wanted to mention as well, if you are ordering from us tonight, don't forget Thursday, USPS is closed. So while we might be shipping stuff out tomorrow, the post office is closed on Thursday. Just as a reminder, it has nothing to do with us. Just a reminder. Stay cool. Yeah, stay cool out there, friends. Stay cool. Congrats, Lou. I need some of that luck thrown my way. Have a great week, everyone. Until next Tuesday. Yes. Catch you next week. Prime Gober. Jeffrey Allen, hope you have a great week as well. Thank you, sir. Els Cohen, appreciate you being here, friend. You put, yes, I do remember that. I do remember that. Oh, boy. Catch you guys later. Thanks for being here, everybody. Appreciate your support very, very much. And I will see you next time. See ya.
Thank you, and good night.